99X, Bush, it's Barnes and Leslie. We are the Morning X. Used to be the Morning X with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy.
Who?
I know, right?
What?
I get asked all the time, what's Jimmy up to? Well, you can ask him yourself. He's going to be on the full 9 o'clock hour on Monday. He's going to pop by.
Can't wait.
Grace us with his real estate presence. So Jimmy Barron, Monday, 9 to 10 on the Morning X. Try the sushi. All right, Celebrity Sleaze, brought to you by McDonald's. Archways to Opportunity helps employees achieve their dreams. You want to learn more, do you? Head over to McDonald's.com.
I don't think we've had Pope talk as much as we've had on this show in probably ever.
A lot of Pope.
A lot of Pope talk. Well, this is very interesting. How about his final interview? Martin Scorsese will produce Aldeus, a new story. This is a documentary featuring the last on-camera interviews.
Wow.
With the late Pope Francis. I didn't realize this, but apparently it includes a unique conversation between Martin Scorsese and the Pope.
A lot of Pope in my life, because for the first time ever last year, I went to Chateauneuf du Pape. What is it? How do you say it?
Yes, you did. Go ahead.
The chateau where the Pope back in the day made his wine in France when it used to be that.
Oh, that's right. I remember you talking about that.
Chateauneuf du Pape, I think I'm saying it right. But Beastie Boys mentioned that in one of their songs.
All right. Are you ready for an exciting new series, Barnes?
Yes.
A question to ask you.
What?
Did you ever wear Reebok back in the day?
Oh, yeah, with the Velcro.
You did?
Across the top. Yeah, it laced up, and then you had the Velcro. Remember, it was hot in the 80s.
It sure was. I was just curious, but...
I did for a brief moment before I was full-on Nike.
This is a new series called Power Moves with Shaquille O'Neal, set to premiere on Netflix June 4th. 6-episode show following the legendary basketball player as he steps into the role of president of Reebok Basketball, aiming to rejuvenate the iconic brand that first launched his career.
A lot of this was shot in Atlanta.
Reebok had 2 big stars back in the day, me and Allen Iverson. But Reebok has been out of the game for a while. How can I fix that? President,
okay.
Vice President, 2 things that Reebok needs to do to get back into the competitive space. 1, this shoe has to be incredible. But a shoe is nothing without a great player. We need somebody that's great, somebody that makes people go, oh my God. I don't like to have my name associated with failure. I know I was gonna need some help, and you're gonna be my help.
Gotcha. This is kind of a weird time for me to help my dad, because I'm also trying to get into the NBA.
I can't believe I'm in charge of all of this.
We're back.
I know it's not gonna be easy relaunching Reebok. We're going up against some major brands. However, we on your ass.
I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, he's trying to revitalize the brand. It looks really good.
But man, if he does...
Think about it.
Think about the story that will be, that he brought that brand back from the dead.
It would be incredible. Hey, Tom Brady, still talking about this. He was on Logan Paul's podcast, asking about if he regretted doing that big roast in 2024. He said he only does for one reason.
I regret that my kids, it's tough on my kids for sure. I love laughing at myself. It felt like I was in the locker room. But I do understand, like, for my kids, that was really hard. There's some things as a parent you don't realize until after. There's no perfect manual for it. You got to evaluate yourself as a parent, too, all the time. So even though I really enjoyed the show, and when you were in that moment, in that theater that night at the Forum, like, it was electric. We got done. Everybody was on cloud 9. And I think that moment, I'll never forget. And then I'll never forget when I talked to my kids the next day, I felt like a stake through the heart.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I thought about that the minute it aired. Didn't you?
Yeah, he probably just wasn't, with all the glory around, oh, we're going to do this, it's special. And then he wasn't thinking about what would actually happen.
Kind of brutal. I don't know if you remember this actor, Michael Pitt. He had a huge breakout role in Boardwalk Empire, which I used to watch all the time.
I don't.
He played Jimmy Darmody. He was also on Dawson's Creek, accused of sexually assaulting his ex-girlfriend, choking her and attacking her with a cinder block and a piece of lumber at his New York City home.
Damn.
This is according to a grand jury. His lawyers are denying the allegations. His attorney said he already had exonerating evidence and expected the case to be dismissed. When you get that specific, though, and you're talking about a cinder block?
Yeah, cinder block and lumber. All these actors, it's so weird. So many stories of actors who are, trying to make it, and then they don't make it, then they do crazy There are a lot of these stories.
Yeah, I totally remembered him and really thought he was a great actor. Okay, I saw this story. Simon Cowell talking about all the odd requests he's had over the years. This could be the strangest one, though, okay? And it came with a lofty paycheck. He said somebody came up to him and said, would you like to judge me and my wife having sex?
What?
Yeah.
They came up in public and just said, will you judge us?
He was on this How to Fail podcast noting that he had turned all these things down. Then one time I was in a restaurant and this guy comes up to me, I love your show, would you take a picture? And then he asked him that and he's like, yeah, maybe no.
Well, I tell you what, I would watch that show. If you had a show with Simon Cowell and he was judging people in the bedroom, that'd be hysterical.
You know how much he was offered?
How much?
$150,000.
That show would go straight to number one.
Are you kidding?
It really would. Think about it. People like to, be peeping Toms.
And he's got to really be Simon Cowell.
Yeah, just let loose.
You know the comedian Tom Segura?
Yeah.
This was really funny. He was on with Seth Meyers. This guy's giving his mother shrooms.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day coming up on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's like mushrooms, but it's in gummy form. And I gave her one, which is what I had taken, and it's just like a nice, smooth, like mood boost, right? So I had one, I was like, yeah, just like a little mood boost. And I give her one, and she's like, this is nothing. I'm like, all right. Like, do you want another one? And she was like, of course. So I give her another one, and the another one is like, the next level is like, hey, open your heart up to like, so I give her that, and she's like, I feel nothing. I'm like, look. The next one, it says, clear your day. Do you want to do that? And she's like, yes. I was like, okay. And I gave her the third one, and she was fine. I was like, you're a drug addict. Like, you're a high level, you're eating like a gram of shrooms. And just like, she was like, this is what I'm talking about. She was like, totally
she liked it.
She loved it, yeah.
How did you like her on it?
It's the best time I've ever spent with my mother.
Oh, really?
Yes. Is when she's on drugs. Yes.
So it's not too late with Mother's Day being Sunday. Get some gummies and go at it.
Unbelievable. Speaking of moms, can we talk about Hilaria Baldwin?
Ugh. Do we have to?
She's got a new book coming out, Manual Not Included. Is Amy Schumer the unnamed celebrity stranger in the book? Quote, I hope I never meet her. I don't need to use her name. I don't want any problems with her. This is what Hilaria says. If you remember, Amy Schumer previously called Baldwin a sociopath in her 2023 comedy special, Emergency Contact. She's not mentioning her name, but she does write about a celebrity mentioning her and her family in a show, and quote, that she even tried to bait me and Alec via Instagram. Caused a lot of pain and suffering for Hilaria as she promotes her new book. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.
What is with her?
Ugh.
I mean, she's just all about the promo.
All about it.
And all about controlling even him in the public. You know what I mean? Like, she's just
Controlling the narrative and him.
It's kind of weird. Is that my sleaze?
Is that your sleaze?
No Contest Wrestling. O'Shea Jackson Jr. and TJ Jefferson with the biggest names in the game.
Give it up for the Dark Angel.
First one.
First.
I can't believe it.
NXT double champion. Welcome the king, Lexus King.
I don't know if I'd be where I'm at now if I didn't take the path that I took.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jada Parker.
What made you, after the soccer career, go WWE?
The answer I always have to that is like, why not?
The No Contest Wrestling Podcast, part of the Rich Eisen Podcast Network. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.